Sis, y'all letting too many men get away with nonsense. He done tricked her, played her, made her think she was the one. It's time to wake up.
Queens, let me ask you this. Ever had a man play games with your heart? Got you caught up in his sweet words, making you believe you're the only one, while he's out there giving all his treats to somebody else? Today, we're diving into Chanel's story, where love's a trick and the truth's about to hit hard. Stick around, cause this could be your wake-up call. Let me put you on to something that too many of us learned the hard way. Chanel thought she was different, thought she'd finally found a real one. When Derek showed up with his "Good morning, Queen," texts, flowers at her job, those long late-night calls, he had her feeling like she'd finally found a man who saw her worth. But here's the thing. Some men know exactly how to make you feel like you're it, just to get you to let your guard down. It didn't take long for Derek's game to start showing its true colors. Chanel was floating. She told Derek things she hadn't told another soul in years. And Derek, he listened like he was the answer to every hope she'd ever buried. But the whole time, he was collecting data, learning exactly how to play her heartstrings to keep her hooked. Ladies, pay attention. When a man's coming on that strong from jump, ask yourself, is this real or is he just sweetening me up to get what he wants? Men know the words we want to hear, but words are just words. They'll say anything to make sure we fall first. But then, the game shifted. The daily texts slowed down. Those long convos turned into quick check-ins. Chanel was spiraling. She started wondering what she did wrong, replaying their convos, second-guessing herself. She figured maybe if she gave Derek what he wanted, he'd snap back to being the man she thought she knew. Listen up. Don't ever think giving up your body is the key to a man's heart. If he's pulling back and playing games, adding sex to the mix won't make him stay. It just lets him know you're willing to bend, hoping for a commitment he already decided ain't coming. Queens, a man who's serious about you, he wants to show you off, treat you like the prize you are. Netflix and takeout at his place ain't a date, it's a convenience. If he's too tired for a real night out, trust me, he's too lazy for a real relationship. Chanel just wanted to feel close to him again. But after that night, Derek ghosted even harder. Chanel found herself alone, wondering where she went wrong. She thought giving him her body would bring back the man she thought she knew, but it only made him pull further away. She kept texting, kept calling, hoping to get that closeness back, but Derek was already on to his next game, barely giving Chanel a second thought. Meanwhile, Halloween was coming up. That's when Chanel's whole world flipped. In the middle of a crowded room, there was Derek, hugged up with another woman. Her heart dropped. That's his real girlfriend, Jasmine, the one he's been ghosting you for. Chanel couldn't believe what she was seeing. This was the woman? The reason Derek has been playing games, disappearing for days, making her feel like she didn't matter? Anger boiled inside Chanel. Her heart pounded as she made her way across the room, eyes locked on Derek. He didn't even see her coming. When she finally stood in front of him, her voice shook as she asked, "How could you do this to me? How could you play me, knowing I loved you?" Derek, ever the smooth talker, gave her that, "Why you acting crazy? You knew what this was." Chanel's breath caught. His words cut deep. And for a moment, the room seemed to spin. She had been nothing more than an option, a backup plan, a convenience. In that instant, everything became clear. Derek didn't love her. He never did. With tears in her eyes, Chanel turned away, walking out of the crowd, leaving Derek behind. But as she glanced back, she realized Derek wasn't fazed. He was laughing, acting like everything was under control, like he still had the upper hand. Little did he know, too, and she had seen enough. Jasmine walked over, calm but fierce. She stood in front of Derek, her voice sharp and controlled. "So, this is what you've been up to, Derek? Playing me, playing her, and playing yourself?" But Jasmine wasn't interested in hearing anything more from him. "I've been your treat this whole time, Derek. But you've been handing out tricks like it's Halloween every day. Guess what? I'm done. Done with your lies. Done with your games. Done with you." Derek was stuck, caught between the two women he had been playing for months. His eyes darted around, desperate for a way out, but there wasn't one. Without another word, Jasmine and Chanel walked out of the room, heels clicking with purpose. They didn't look back. They are done. Now, Derek stood alone, watching the two women who once loved him walk away. His face was filled with pain, regret, and the crushing realization that he had nothing left. No more tricks, no more sweet talk, just the cold, hard truth that he had played himself. Embarrassed and broken, Derek was left standing in the middle of the party, watching Chanel and Jasmine finally wake up and take their power back. In the end, Chanel and Jasmine were the ones who won. They flipped the script. They leveled up. Queens, remember this. Don't ever let a man treat you like a trick while reserving his treats for someone else. When a man's playing games, he's not worth the time, the tears, or your love. Remember, you have a higher power to guide you. Pray about every man you meet. Ask God, did you send him? Is he my soulmate, my future husband? It's easy to lose yourself in relationships, so don't get played. Wake up, pour into yourselves, love yourself fiercely, and level up.
Yeah, that hurt. You see it on his face. He know he messed up. He just lost the best thing he had, and for what? For a little game of tricks. And that's what happens when you out here playing games with a woman's heart. You get left. Ain't no more smooth talking. Ain't no more excuses. He's done.
Queens, if this video empowered you, smash that like button, subscribe, share this video with a friend, turn on those notifications, and stay tuned for more. No more games. Let's wake up to level up. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come. Stay woke, see real, and remember, it's not the red flags you see, it's the ones you ignore. Thank you, and God